Why does Copilot sometimes give different answers to the same question? It's not randomness, it's interpretation. And today I'm going to show how to control that interpretation. Same data, same DAX, but very different Copilot behavior. I'm Justin from Pragmatic Works, and we're going to explore prepping data for AI in Power BI. We're starting with a report here that works perfectly fine for reporting, but it hasn't been prepared for AI. What we're about to do is part of that prepping for AI process. It's called adding AI instructions. That's what this video specifically breaks down. We have videos that break down the broader process of using Copilot in Fabric, so check those out as well. And remember to press those like and subscribe buttons. We also have several courses on our on-demand learning platform that cover these concepts in even more detail. AI-related inquiries continue to be our most common request for consulting services. So please get in touch with us if you need our service. All right, so let's start by asking a question in the Copilot pane of this report. What is revenue? A bit of an ambiguous question, but let's see how Copilot handles this. Right now, Copilot is scanning the model, looking for something that looks like it could be revenue. If there are multiple sales-related measures, it would have to choose. It's reasoning from structure, not from any particular business knowledge or business policy. So here we have Copilot asking us a follow-up question. When you say revenue, do you mean the total sales amount? In other words, what are you asking me? So this is expected behavior, especially for a model that's not prepped. Let's ask a couple more questions just to see the Copilot behavior before prepping for data. Let's say, show me growth. Now, I know that it's an intentionally ambiguous prompt, but Copilot can calculate something dynamically. It can calculate growth, but it may not use your official year-over-year measure. It's trying to help, but it doesn't know your standards. So when we get into that prepare data for AI and we see those three options, one of them is going to be AI instructions where we'll focus. So again, Copilot is asking for some clarification. It does not exactly know what to do. I can ask a bit better worded question here. What is our top performing product? Let's see how Copilot handles this. All right, the answer here was by sales, or it gives us a little information about units sold. So Copilot does a decent job with this question. But again, we don't necessarily have a lot of trust, especially based on our prior couple of questions. So let's take a look at a model that has been prepped for AI. All right, here I am in that report that's been prepped. So without prep, Copilot is still intelligent, it's just a little unconstrained. And unconstrained intelligence can be inconsistent. So we're adding governance by adding AI instructions and preparing the data for AI. This version already has verified answers configured. So let's ask a few questions here, like what are total sales? All right, Copilot found that our question matched a verified answer. So we can have trust that this visual, this number, has been marked as the answer to a question like this. We can see how Copilot arrived at this answer by using this particular sales measure. And this visual was marked as a verified answer. So this lends trust to our experience with Copilot. Let's ask a slightly different question. What is year-over-year growth? All right, another verified answer. So here, Copilot maps specific questions to an exact answer. Let's test something just slightly different. How are we doing in revenue this year? Copilot didn't find a verified answer exactly, so it went back to interpreting. Verified answers are definitive, but what if we want to guide the reasoning everywhere to make Copilot better equipped to handle a question like this? This is where AI instructions come in. So let's stay in this report and note that this report is tied to a Fabric-enabled workspace, so I can configure AI instructions directly from the desktop report here. I don't have to manually navigate to the service. When I click this prep data for AI, if I wasn't connected to a Fabric-enabled workspace, I would be prompted to do so. So let's click that button and wait for the window to pop up. All right, our prep data for AI window is popped up, and we have three basic steps. simplifying the data schema, verified answers. We've talked a little bit about this and we have videos on it, but we're going to focus on this adding AI instructions. This is going to give Copilot those guardrails when it can't find a verified answer, for example. It goes back to interpreting, but it goes with some guidance. So I've got a bunch already in here. I'm just going to add another one here. When users ask about revenue, always use the total sales measure. And you can see, just pause here and read some of the instructions that I've already given this model, including customers are resellers. You can tell Copilot that if somebody asks about customers, what you want Copilot to look at is the reseller column in your report. All right, so this is not mapping to a specific question like a verified answer. This is telling Copilot how to interpret something like revenue. Let's add another instruction here. The next instruction I want to add is concerning growth. When calculating growth, always use the year-over-year growth percentage measure and do not generate new calculations. Now, this is in addition to if you watch a video on simplifying the data schema, for example, you can hide certain things from Copilot, and hiding a measure from Copilot is a very common practice. You're not deleting it. You're not hiding it from users. You're just hiding it from Copilot because you want to direct Copilot to another measure. This is just an additional instruction to help apply those guardrails to Copilot. All right. And then finally, when ranking products, let's make sure that top performing is defined. When ranking products, use the total sales as the ranking metric. So again, giving Copilot a little bit more to make its interpretation. It may have handled this fine before, but not with the same level of trust as having a full set of AI instructions here. All right, so the differences. Verified answers are mapped to specific questions. AI instructions are for guiding reasoning across all questions. So verified answers are definitive. AI instructions simply define the rules of the road. One removes ambiguity while the other reduces ambiguity everywhere. So if we can have a verified answer, great. If not, we look to AI instructions. So these three options, simplifying the data schema, verified answers, and AI instructions, are all working together. So let's see if we can put our AI instructions to use. Let's click apply and close. Now I am going to save and I'm going to restart my chat. Clear my chat, and I'm going to ask the question about growth again. So show me growth. All right, so here you can see that Copilot is not asking me with follow-up questions. Here we can see Copilot's response is not a series of follow-up questions, but rather it's telling me that the sales year-over-year percentage visual is being used. So it's using my AI instructions to give a better answer. This is different than just saying, show me growth without any AI instructions. So we should see a difference between prepped and unprepped data in just this one specific AI instruction. So you can see how powerful it can be. Copilot didn't necessarily get smarter. It just became governed by our input into the AI instructions. So you can see earlier when we asked about growth, we got a very different response. Prepping the data for AI is essential to having an interface with Copilot that is governed and trustworthy. Let's take a look at the service real quick. Here I am in a workspace, and I'm just going to go to the semantic model associated with that prepped report that we were just looking at. If I go into the semantic model and click on prep data for AI, we're going to see a very similar window, and our AI instructions are right in here. Now, I didn't republish, but we would see the new ones right there in addition to the ones that I had already loaded in. So republishing would then add those two to the end of our AI instructions. But I wanted to show you where prep data for AI is in the service once you publish. So prep data for AI isn't just one feature. It's layered control. Let's look at it that way. So the layers are clean relationships, defined measures, but also verified answers and AI instructions. The better you define your semantic model, the more predictable Copilot becomes. AI doesn't replace modeling, it just amplifies it. So other videos in our series include looking at verified answers, specifically looking at the overall process, of setting up Copilot, getting it to work, tying it to a Fabric capacity? How about using synonyms to improve natural language matching? Again, Justin from Pragmatic Works. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out all those other videos that I've been mentioning. See you next time.